Chen was tired of being alone. 29 years old. Software developer, good job. Nice apartment in San Francisco. Everything looked perfect on paper, but she ate dinner alone every night. Woke up alone every morning. Spent weekends alone scrolling through her phone. She'd tried the dating apps. All of them. Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, Match. They were exhausting. Endless swiping. Boring conversations. Ghost after ghost after ghost. 3 years on dating apps. 0 relationships. Just disappointment and digital silence. Maya sat in her apartment on a Friday night. 9:47 p.m. Alone. Again. Scrolling Instagram. Watching other people's perfect lives. Their perfect relationships. Their perfect happiness. Her phone buzzed. Notification, but not from any app she recognized. Eternal match. You've been selected for exclusive membership. Limited invitation. Accept now. Maya stared at the notification. She'd never heard of Eternal Match. Never signed up. Never even searched for new dating apps. But somehow they knew her number. Knew she was single. Knew she was looking. Have you ever been so lonely that you'd ignore every red flag? When desperation drowns out caution? Maya clicked the notification. The app opened. Sleek. Beautiful. Expensive looking. Black and gold design. Minimalist. Professional. A welcome screen appeared. Eternal Match Dating Reimagined. Relationships perfected. Our AI finds your perfect match. Guaranteed. Membership. Invitation only. Success rate, 100%. Find your forever, tonight, 100% success rate. That was impossible. No dating app had a 100% success rate. But Maya was tired, lonely, desperate. Enough to believe impossible things, she clicked Accept Invitation. The app asked for permissions, contacts, location, camera, microphone, health, data, calendar, photos, everything. Most apps asked for some permissions, but this was excessive, invasive, wrong. Maya hesitated. Her finger hovered over Dini. Then a message appeared. Our AI needs complete data to find your perfect match. Trust the algorithm. Trust the process. Find your forever. Maya thought about her empty apartment, her silent phone, her endless Friday nights alone. She clicked Allow All. The app loaded. Processing, analyzing, learning, creating your profile. Analyzing your personality. Scanning your preferences. Finding your perfect match. It took 30 seconds. Then, Match found Adrian Volkov. Compatibility, 99.8%. Your forever starts now. Maya's breath caught. A photo appeared. The most beautiful man she'd ever seen. Dark hair, sharp features, intense eyes. Wearing an expensive suit, standing in front of a San Francisco skyline. His profile loaded Adrian Volkov, 34 venture capitalist art collector, world traveler. Wine enthusiast looking for intelligent, creative, genuine connection below his profile. A message waited. Adrian. Hello, Maya. I've been waiting for you. Her heart raced. He'd messaged first. Immediately. Like he'd been watching. Waiting. It should have felt creepy. Instead, it felt thrilling. Maya typed back, Hi. That was fast. Adrian. When you find perfection, you don't wait. Dinner tonight? I know the perfect place. Tonight? It was already almost 10 p.m. Too late. Too fast. Too everything. Maya. It's kinda late. Adrian. The best places in San Francisco are just opening now. Trust me, I'll send a car. 11 p.m. Don't worry about anything. Just say yes. Every instinct screamed no. This was crazy, dangerous, reckless. But Maya was so tired of being careful, being alone, being safe and lonely. Maya? Yes. Adrian. Perfect. See you soon, Maya. Finally. Finally. Like he'd been searching for her. Like she was the answer to something. A car service notification appeared. Black car. Driver assigned. Picking her up in 40 minutes, Maya jumped up, showered, changed, makeup, hair, the works. Moving on autopilot, excitement drowning out doubt. At exactly 11 p.m., her phone buzzed. Your car has arrived. Maya looked out the window. A black luxury sedan, sleek, expensive, real. This was really happening. She was really doing this. She grabbed her phone, locked her apartment, got in the car. The driver didn't speak, just drove through San Francisco. away from the tourist areas, into neighborhoods Maya didn't recognize. "Where are we going?" she asked. The driver glanced in the rearview mirror. Mr. Volkov's club. Members only. Very exclusive. 20 minutes later, they stopped in front of an unmarked building. No sign, no indication it was a restaurant. Just a black door with a gold handle. The driver opened her door. "He's waiting inside." Maya stepped out. The street was empty, dark, no restaurants nearby. No people. Just this building. The door opened. A host appeared. "Ms. Chen, welcome. Mr. Volkov is expecting you." How did he know her name? She hadn't given it. Inside was stunning. Dark wood. Gold accents. Candlelight. Intimate. Maybe 20 tables. All occupied by beautiful people in expensive clothes. Everyone looked up when she entered, watched her, smiled, like they knew something she didn't. The host led her through the restaurant, to a private corner booth, and there he was, Adrian Volkov, more beautiful in person, impossibly beautiful, like something created rather than born. He stood when he saw her, smiled. "Maya, you're even more perfect than your profile suggested." His voice was smooth, deep, hypnotic, the kind of voice that made you want to listen forever. "Thank you for meeting me on such short notice," Adrian said. "Please sit." Maya sat. The booth was plush, comfortable, private. No one could see them from other tables. "This place is amazing," Maya said. "What is it?" "A private club. For people like me. People who value discretion, privacy, quality." Adrian poured her wine. Dark red, almost black. "Try this." said Baldo. "Very rare," Maya sipped. "It was incredible. Rich, complex, perfect." "How did you find me?" she asked. "On the app. I never signed up. Never even heard of Eternal Match before tonight. The app finds you when you're ready. When the algorithm determines you're compatible with someone in our network." Adrian's eyes locked on hers. "I've been on Eternal Match for 6 months, waiting. The AI kept saying my perfect match hadn't been found yet. Then tonight it alerted me. You were ready. You were perfect. I had to meet you immediately." 6 months? And you never matched with anyone? The app only matches perfection. Anything less is a waste of time. So I'm very particular, Maya. I don't settle. I wait for exactly what I want. And tonight, I found her. Have you ever met someone who makes you feel like the most important person in the world? When their attention feels like sunlight after years of cold? Adrian asked about her work, her life, her dreams. He listened. Really listened. Asked follow-up questions. Remembered details. Made her feel fascinating, valued, seen. They talked for hours. The restaurant grew quieter. Other diners left. But Adrian and Maya stayed. Lost in conversation. Lost in each other. "It's 3 a.m., Adrian said finally. "I've kept you too long?" "No, this was perfect." "Thank you. Can I see you again?" "Tomorrow night." "Tomorrow? So soon?" Normal dating had waiting periods, games, rules. But this didn't feel normal. It felt urgent. Important. Right. "Yes," Maya said. Adrian smiled. "Perfect. I'll text you. The car will take you home." He walked her to the door, kissed her hand, old-fashioned, romantic. "Perfect. Sleep well, Maya. Dream of me." The car drove her home. Maya floated into her apartment, collapsed on her bed, exhausted, exhilarated, alive. Her phone buzzed. Message from Adrian. "Adrian, thank you for tonight. You're everything I've been searching for." Tomorrow can't come soon enough. Maya fell asleep smiling. For the first time in years, she wasn't lonely. She'd found someone. Finally, perfect, real, hers. Everything was perfect. Too perfect. Maya woke up at noon. 12 hours of sleep. Deep, dreamless, perfect rest. She checked her phone. 3 messages from Adrian and Adrian. 8 a.m. "Good morning, beautiful. Thinking of you. Adrian, 10 a.m. I hope you slept well. I barely slept. Too excited about tonight. Adrian, 11:30 a.m. Lunch? Too soon? I can't stop thinking about you." Maya's heart raced. He was thinking about her. Missing her. "All ready." She texted back, "Lunch sounds great." "Where, Adrian? I'll send a car." 1 p.m. "Wear something comfortable. We're going somewhere special." Another car. Another mystery destination. It should have worried her. Instead, it thrilled her. At 1 p.m., the same black car arrived. Same silent driver. But this time, They drove to the waterfront. To a private marina, Adrian waited on a yacht. Not a boat. A yacht. Massive, luxurious, floating palace. "Welcome aboard," he said. "I thought we'd have lunch on the bay. Privacy. Beauty. Just us." The yacht pulled away from the dock. San Francisco skyline receding. Just water. Sun. Them. They ate on the deck. Fresh seafood. Champagne. Perfection. "Tell me about your family," Adrian said. "Your childhood. Everything," Maya talked. Opened up in ways she never did on first dates. Or second dates. Or ever. Adrian absorbed everything. Remembered everything. Made connections. Understood her in ways no one ever had. "What about you?" Maya asked. "Your family?" Adrian's expression flickered. Something dark. Brief. "My family is complicated. Old. Traditional. Difficult. I prefer not to dwell on them." "I get that. My parents and I aren't close either. Then we have that in common. We're both searching for something our families couldn't give us. Connection, understanding, love. Love." The word hung between them. Too soon, too fast, too intense, but Maya felt it too. The pull, the impossibility, the certainty that this was different. Special. Real. That night, Adrian took her to an art gallery. Private showing. Just them, and the artist, and security guards, and waiters. But it felt private. "I collect art," Adrian said. "Beauty matters to me. Permanence, things that last forever." "Like this painting?" He showed her a Renaissance portrait. A woman. Dark hair, pale skin, sad eyes. "She looks like you," Adrian said. Maya stared. He was right. The resemblance was uncanny. Same face shape, same eyes, same expression. "Who is she?" "No one knows. The painting is 500 years old. The artist never recorded her name. She's eternal, anonymous, beautiful forever." Adrian looked at Maya. Some things are meant to last forever. Some people. The intensity in his eyes made Maya shiver. Excited? Nervous? Overwhelmed? "I should probably get home," she said. "Work tomorrow." "Of course. The car is waiting." Adrian walked her out, kissed her cheek. "Tomorrow night?" "Tomorrow night," Maya agreed. 3 days. 3 dates. 3 perfect nights. It was moving fast. Too fast. But Maya didn't care. For the first time in years, she felt alive. Wanted. Loved. Everything was perfect. Except for the notifications. Maya woke up to alerts from Eternal Match. Updates. Check-ins. Questions. How was your date? Rate your compatibility. 1-10. What did you discuss? Do you trust Adrian? Are you falling in love? The questions were invasive. Personal. Wrong. Maya tried to skip them, but the app wouldn't let her. Forced her to answer before she could access messages. She rated everything 10. Said yes to everything. Just to get through it. Then she noticed something strange. The app was tracking her location, constantly, even when closed, even when she wasn't on a date. It knew she'd been at work, at the gym, at the grocery store, everywhere, and her phone's battery died faster. Like something was running constantly in the background. Maya opened the app's settings, tried to reduce permissions. But they were locked, couldn't change them, couldn't disable anything. She tried to delete the app. The delete button didn't work, just refreshed. Stayed installed. A message appeared. Your journey isn't complete. Trust the process. Trust Adrian. Forever is coming. Maya's stomach twisted. This was wrong. The app shouldn't be unbreakable. Shouldn't track her constantly. Shouldn't ask these questions. But Adrian was perfect. The relationship was perfect. Maybe the app was just thorough, committed to success. She ignored the doubts, ignored the invasive tracking, ignored every red flag because she wasn't lonely anymore. And that mattered more than anything. Date 4. A week after they'd met, Adrian took her to his penthouse apartment. Panoramic views of San Francisco. luxury beyond imagination. I wanted you to see where I live, he said. My space, my world. I want you in it. They had wine, talked, laughed. Then Adrian grew serious. Maya, I need to tell you something about me, about what I am. Her heart stopped. This was it, the reveal, the secret, the reason everything was too perfect. I'm not like other people. I'm different. And if we continue this, if we become what I know we can become, you need to understand what that means. Okay, Maya whispered. Adrian took her hand. His skin was cold, too cold. I'm very old, Maya, much older than I look, and I've been searching for something for a very long time. Someone, you. What are you saying? I'm saying that Eternal Match isn't a dating app. It's a recruitment tool, a search algorithm, and it found you. For me. The perfect match. Finally. Maya stood, backed away. What are you talking about? Sit. Please, let me explain. But Maya was already at the door, trying to open it, locked, no handle on the inside, just smooth wood. Let me out, she said. Not until you understand. Not until you hear the truth. Adrian moved closer. Fast. Impossibly fast. I'm a vampire, Maya, and you're mine. The app chose you. For me. Forever. Maya's back hit the door. Trapped. Adrian stood 5 feet away, not moving closer, not threatening, just waiting. You're insane, she said. I wish I was. Insanity would be easier than this. Adrian stayed still, hands visible, non-threatening. I'm not going to hurt you, Maya. I would never hurt you. But you need to understand what's happening, what the app is, what I am. Let me out. Now. In a minute. First, listen, please. Maya's phone buzzed in her pocket. Notification. She pulled it out. Eternal Match. Stay calm. Listen to Adrian. Trust the process. This is your forever. How did the app know? Maya asked. How did it send that message right now? Because the app is always watching, always listening. That's what it does. That's what it was designed to do. Adrian moved to the window, put distance between them. 6 months ago, I was turned into a vampire, against my will, by someone very old, very powerful. He created Eternal Match, uses AI to find victims, perfect victims, people who are lonely, isolated, desperate for connection. People like me. Yes, the algorithm scans social media, dating app activity, location data, everything. It builds psychological profiles, identifies people with specific traits, no close family, few friends, isolated, desperate, invisible. Adrian's voice was heavy, sad. People no one would miss. Maya's chest tightened. That was her, exactly her, no close family. Friends had drifted away, lonely, invisible. The app matches these people with vampires, new vampires. Like me, we're assigned targets, given 1 month, either successfully turn them or… Adrian stopped. Or what? Or were killed, destroyed. The creator doesn't tolerate failure. He's building an army, using AI to recruit, using us to convert. It's systematic, efficient, modern. That's insane. Vampires using AI? That's brilliant, terrifying, both. Adrian turned to face her. The app has recruited 47 people in 6 months. 47 lonely people who no one reported missing. 47 new vampires, growing exponentially, all controlled by the algorithm, by him. Have you ever realized you were chosen not for who you are, but for what you lack? When your isolation makes you pray? Why are you telling me this? Maya asked. Why not just do it? Turn me. Complete your assignment. Because I don't want to. Adrian's voice cracked. I've been fighting this for 6 months. I've had 3 assignments before you, 3 matches, 3 people I was supposed to turn. What happened to them? I refused. Let them go. Warned them. Deleted the app from their phones. Adrian's expression darkened.
But Constantine reassigned them to other vampires within days. Nikolai, Irina. Others who wouldn't hesitate. All three were turned anyway.
I couldn't save them, only delay the inevitable. The Creator punished me, tortured me, threatened to kill me, but I wouldn't do it directly. I wouldn't destroy people with my own hands to save myself. But I'm still here. You matched with me, went on dates, brought me here. Because the app gave me an ultimatum. You're my last chance. If I don't turn you by the end of this month, I'm dead. And the app will just assign you to someone else. Someone who won't hesitate. Someone who'll turn you without explaining, without giving you a choice. Maya's mind raced. So you're trying to save me by, what? Telling me the truth? That doesn't help. I'm still matched, still targeted. I know. But at least you understand. At least you can prepare. Run. Hide. Destroy your phone. Get a new one. Cash only. Delete your digital footprint. Disappear before the next vampire finds you. Can you delete me from the app? I've tried. The algorithm won't release you. Once you're matched, you're marked. Forever. The only way out is transformation or death. Those are terrible options. I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Adrian moved to the door, unlocked it. You can leave right now. I won't stop you. Go home. Pack. Run. Get as far from San Francisco as possible. Change your name. Destroy your phone. Disappear. Maya didn't move. And you? I'll die. But at least I'll die knowing I didn't become the monster they wanted me to be. When? When will they kill you? The end of the month. 3 weeks. When I fail to complete the assignment? Maya looked at him. Really looked. This beautiful, sad, doomed man who'd been trying to save her instead of damn her. I could choose transformation, she said quietly. Voluntarily. Save you. Save myself. No. Don't do that. Don't give up your humanity for me. I'm not worth it. No one is. But if I don't, you die. And then someone else gets assigned to me. Someone worse. Someone who won't warn me. And I either run forever or get turned anyway. Those are my only options. Adrian was silent. Because she was right. There was no good ending. No escape. Just choices between terrible options. Maya walked to the window, looked at San Francisco glowing below. Her city, her life, her humanity, all of it ending, one way or another. Tell me about him, she said. The Creator. The one controlling all this. His name is Constantine. He's over 1,000 years old, Russian, ruthless. He's been building vampire networks for centuries. But this is his most successful operation yet. The app uses modern technology against modern problems. Loneliness, isolation, digital addiction. He's weaponized the very things we use to connect. Where is he? Here, in San Francisco. He runs the app from a tech company. Legal. Licensed. Looks like any other startup, but it's a vampire recruitment operation. And it's growing. Fast. Can't anyone stop him? Vampire hunters? Police? Anyone? Hunters don't know about the app. It's too new, too digital. They're used to tracking physical evidence, bodies, blood. But the app leaves no trail. People disappear voluntarily, happily, thinking they've found love. By the time anyone realizes they're missing, they're already turned, already part of the network. Maya's phone buzzed. Multiple notifications. Eternal match, messages, updates, demands, date status. In progress. Location, Adrian's residence. Duration, extended conversation. Emotional state, elevated stress detected. Heart rate, elevated assessment. Assignment progression optimal. It's tracking everything. Maya said. My location, my heart rate, my emotions. How? Your phone. The app has complete access, microphone, camera, health data, everything. It's always listening, always watching. Reporting back to Constantine, Maya looked at her phone with horror. This device she carried everywhere, trusted, needed, It was a spy, a traitor, a vampire's tool. Can I destroy it? You can. But the app will just find you another way. It's in the cloud. Your data is stored, backed up. Destroying the phone just delays the inevitable. So I'm trapped, completely. No escape, no hope. I'm sorry, I wanted to give you more options. I wanted to save you, but I can't. I can only tell you the truth. Have you ever wanted to thank someone for ruining your life? When honesty is the cruelest gift? Maya sat down, head in hands, processing, planning, thinking. 3 weeks, she said. You have 3 weeks before they kill you. Yes. And me? How long do I have? They'll assign you to someone else immediately, within hours of my death. You won't have time to run, won't have time to prepare. The next vampire will move fast. Who? Who would they assign me to? Adrian hesitated. There are 7 other vampires in San Francisco, all working for Constantine, all with assigned targets. But there's one who specializes in resistant cases, people who refuse, people who run. His name is Nikolai. He's brutal, efficient, doesn't ask permission, doesn't explain, just takes what he wants. How long have you known about me? About the match? 2 weeks. The app alerted me you'd been identified. Psychological profile complete. Vulnerability assessment finished. Perfect candidate. I watched your data, read your digital footprint, saw your loneliness, your isolation, and I hated that I found you, because I knew I couldn't save you. I could only delay the inevitable. So you went on dates with me, made me fall for you, all while knowing this was doomed. I went on dates with you because I wanted to give you one good thing before everything ended. I wanted you to feel wanted, loved, seen, even if just for a few days. Even if it was all a lie built on a doomed foundation. Maya laughed, bitter, broken. That's the saddest thing I've ever heard. You gave me the best week of my life just to ruin it. I know. I'm sorry. Stop apologizing. It doesn't help. They sat in silence. 2 doomed people. 2 impossible situations. No good answers. Maya's phone rang. Not a notification. An actual call. Unknown number. She answered. Hello? Ms. Chen. A voice. Male. Accented. Russian. My name is Constantine. I believe Adrian has been telling you stories. Lies. Attempting to sabotage your transformation. Maya's blood went cold. How did you? I'm always listening, Ms. Chen. The app is my creation, my child, my tool. I hear everything, see everything, know everything. Constantine's voice was smooth, pleasant, terrifying. Adrian is weak, sentimental. He's failed 3 times. I've been patient, but patience has limits. What do you want? I want you to make a choice. Right now. Choose transformation willingly and Adrian lives. He completes his assignment, proves his loyalty, continues serving me. Refuse and I'll kill him tonight, and assign you to Nikolai, who will turn you violently, painfully, against your will. Either way, you become vampire. The only question is how much suffering happens first. That's not a choice. That's a threat. Life is full of threats, Ms. Chen. The question is which threats you take seriously. Constantine paused. You have 1 hour. Accept transformation and save Adrian, or refuse and doom both of you. Choose wisely. The call ended. Silence filled the penthouse. Adrian looked pale, terrified. I didn't know he was listening. I thought I had more time. I thought, he's always listening, Maya said. You said it yourself. The app is always watching. We were never private. Never safe. This whole conversation has been monitored. I'm so sorry. Stop apologizing. It doesn't matter anymore. Maya stood, paced, thinking. He gave me an hour, 1 hour to decide between voluntary transformation or forced transformation, between saving you or dooming you, between one nightmare or another. Don't do it. Don't choose transformation. Let me die. You run. Maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe nothing. You heard him. Nikolai will find me. Turn me violently. At least with you, I know what I'm getting. At least with you I can prepare, understand, maybe even maintain some humanity. Maya, no. You don't want this. Immortality is a curse. Blood is a prison. You'll hate yourself. Hate me. Hate everything. I already hate everything. At least as a vampire I'll have the power to fight back. Have you ever made a choice not because it's good, but because it's less bad? When survival means surrender? There has to be another way, Adrian said. Is there? Do you see one? Because I don't. I see two options. Become a vampire my way, or become a vampire their way. Those are my choices, and I choose you. I choose control. I choose understanding. You're choosing death. No. I'm choosing immortality and revenge. Because if I'm going to become a monster, I'm going to be a monster with a purpose. I'm going to destroy Constantine, destroy the app, destroy this whole system, and you're going to help me. Adrian stared at her, shocked. That's suicide. He's 1,000 years old. We're nothing compared to him. Maybe. But I'd rather die fighting than live as a victim. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to turn me. Tonight. Right now. Before the hour ends. Then we have the entire transformation period to plan. To prepare. To find his weakness. And when I wake up as a vampire, we burn his empire down. You don't know what you're asking. Yes, I do. I'm asking you to make me a monster, so I can fight monsters. Can you do that? Adrian looked at her. This woman he'd known for 1 week. This target who'd become so much more. This human who was braver than any vampire he'd ever met. Yes, he said, I can do that. Then do it. Now. Turn me. Save yourself, and help me destroy the vampire who made you. Adrian moved closer, hands shaking. This is permanent, irreversible. You'll never be human again. I know. You'll need blood. You'll kill. You'll hate yourself. I know. You'll watch everyone you love age and die. You'll be alone. Forever. I'm already alone. Forever. At least this way, I won't be weak. Adrian pulled her close. I'm sorry for all of this, for finding you, for damning you, for not being strong enough to save you. You are saving me. In the only way possible. Now stop apologizing and finish what Constantine started. Adrian's eyes went black. His fangs extended. Long. Sharp. Ready. Close your eyes, he whispered. Dream of something beautiful, because this is the last dream you'll have as a human. Maya closed her eyes. Thought of her apartment, her life, her humanity, all ending, all transforming, all becoming something else. Adrian's fangs sank into her neck. The pain was immediate, searing, then warmth, then numbness, then darkness. Maya Chen died in a San Francisco penthouse. Murdered by the dating app she'd trusted, by the vampire she'd loved, by the loneliness that made her vulnerable. And something else was born. Something angry, something powerful, something determined to burn the entire system down. The transformation began. Maya woke to darkness. Complete. Absolute. Suffocating. She was in a coffin. Underground. Buried. Panic surged. She pushed. The lid flew open. Easily, like it weighed nothing. She sat up, looked around. Adrian's penthouse, bedroom, not buried, just in a decorative coffin. Expensive, lined with silk. You're awake. Adrian's voice, relieved, worried. How do you feel? Maya took inventory. Her body felt different, stronger, sharper. Wrong. Everything's too loud, too bright, too much. That's normal. Your senses are amplified. Takes time to adjust. Adrian moved closer, slowly. You've been transforming for 3 days. The venom had to rewrite your DNA. Kill your human cells. Rebuild you as something else. 3 days. Maya had lost 3 days. 3 days of her human life erased, replaced with this. She looked at her hands. Pale. Too pale. Veins visible. Dark. Wrong. I need a mirror. Are you sure? The first time is always, I need to see. Adrian led her to the bathroom. Full-length mirror. Maya stood in front of it and gasped. She looked like herself, but perfected, enhanced, skin flawless, eyes brighter, features sharper, but also wrong. Uncanny valley. Too perfect to be real. Her eyes were different. The color had changed. Darker, almost black, with red undertones. Vampire eyes. I'm a monster, she whispered. You're alive. That's what matters. This isn't alive. This is undead. There's a difference. Maya felt the hunger then. Sudden, overwhelming, a gnawing emptiness in her chest. Her stomach. Her soul. I'm starving. I know. That's the blood hunger. You need to feed. First feeding is always hardest. Most intense. Adrian opened a refrigerator hidden in the bedroom. Medical blood bags. Dozens. Start with this. Stored blood. Animal blood. Later you'll need human. But this will help for now. Maya grabbed a bag. Tore it open. Drank. The blood tasted like fire and ice and everything she'd ever needed. Better than food. Better than water. Better than anything human. She drained 3 bags. The hunger faded. Slightly. Enough to think. How long can I survive on stored blood? She asked. Weeks. Maybe months. But eventually you'll need fresh. Human. The hunger will demand it. All vampires do eventually. I won't kill people. You might not have a choice. When the hunger gets strong enough, instinct takes over. You become the predator. The human becomes prey. That's our nature now. Have you ever become the thing you always feared? When the monster isn't outside anymore, it's inside you? Maya sat on the bed, processing, grieving, adjusting. Did you report to
Konstantin?
Tell him I transformed? Yes, he was pleased, congratulated me. Said I'd finally proven my loyalty, given me a new assignment. Already? You just finished turning me. The system is efficient. Always hunting. Always recruiting. My new target is a software engineer. Lives in Oakland, 26, isolated, perfect candidate. You're not doing it. I know, but I have to pretend. Have to play along, until we figure out how to stop him. We need information, access, weakness. Maya stood, paced. Her movements were different, faster, more fluid, predatory. The app is the key.
If we can hack it.
Shut it down.
Delete the profiles.
We can save the targets, stop the recruitment. Konstantin built it himself. Over years, the security is impossible. Military-grade encryption. Multiple layers. No one can access it but him. I'm a software developer. I've been doing this for 7 years. If there's code, I can break it. Maya, you're a mid-level developer at a startup. Konstantin is a 1,000-year-old vampire with unlimited resources and time. The systems he's built are made by humans, programmers he hired, tech companies he acquired. It's not magic. It's code. And code can be broken. Adrian looked at her. This newly turned vampire who should be overwhelmed, frightened, adjusting. Instead, she was planning, fighting, refusing to accept her fate. You're different, he said. Most new vampires are consumed by hunger, by adjustment, by grief for their lost humanity. You're already strategizing. Because I didn't have a choice. I was forced into this. By him, by the app, by modern loneliness weaponized against me. So I'm going to take what he made me and use it to destroy him. That's suicide. Then I'll die fighting, better than living as his puppet. As another recruited soldier in his vampire army, they spent the next week training. Adrian teaching Maya to control her new abilities, strength, speed, senses, hunger. She learned to move silently, to see in complete darkness, to hear heartbeats from blocks away, to smell blood, fear, life. It was intoxicating, terrifying, addictive. You're adapting faster than anyone I've seen, Adrian said. Most vampires take months to gain this level of control. You've done it in a week. I'm motivated, focused, angry. That helps. Maya also learned about the vampire network. Konstantin's operation. 8 vampires in San Francisco, each with assigned targets, each turning 1 person per month. Exponential growth. In 6 months, they'd turned 47 people. In another 6 months, it would be hundreds. In a year, thousands. The network was spreading, growing, consuming. Why hasn't anyone stopped him? Maya asked. Vampire hunters? Other vampires? Someone must have noticed. Vampire hunters are scattered, disorganized. They track physical evidence, bodies, blood. But the app leaves no trail. People disappear willingly, happily. No one investigates missing adults who leave voluntarily. And other vampires? Most are loners, territorial. They don't care what Konstantin does as long as he stays out of their territory. And some support him. They want an organized vampire society, structure, rules, power. So we're alone. Yes, but we have something they don't. Knowledge of the system, access to the network, and motivation. Maya's phone, still installed with Eternal Match, provided constant updates. New matches, new assignments, new victims identified by the algorithm. She read the profiles, saw the patterns. Young professionals, isolated, lonely, active on social media but with few real connections. Perfect targets. This is how he finds them, Maya said. The algorithm scrapes data from dating apps, social media, location services. It builds psychological profiles, identifies vulnerability, then matches victims with vampires. Can you trace where the data goes? Find the server? I've been trying. But the app is sophisticated. Layers of encryption, VPNs, cloud distribution. Whoever programmed this knew what they were doing. Maya paused, fingers flying across her laptop. I've disabled location tracking temporarily using a VPN and spoofing tools. But it won't hold forever. Konstantin will notice eventually. Then we need to find the programmers, make them talk, break the encryption. They're dead, all of them. Konstantin killed them after the app launched. No witnesses, no loose ends. Maya's jaw tightened. Of course he did, because he's thorough. Evil, smart. Her phone buzzed. Notification. Eternal Match. Congratulations, transformation complete. Welcome to Eternal Life. Your vampire profile is now active. New matches available. Browse now. Maya stared at the screen. It's matching me with other vampires. For what? Dating? Networking? Adrian leaned over. Read the notification. His expression darkened. That's new. He's building a vampire social network, connecting us, making us dependent on the app. It's not just recruitment anymore. It's control. Maya opened the matches. Dozens of vampire profiles, photos, bios, compatibility scores, all of them in Konstantin's network, all of them controlled by the algorithm. This is brilliant, Maya said. And horrifying. He's not just building an army. He's building a society. With the app at the center, controlling everything. Who we meet, who we trust, who we become. Can you use it? Access the network, find the others. Maybe if I can reverse engineer the matching algorithm, figure out how it identifies vampires versus humans, I might be able to map the network, find Konstantin's location, his vulnerabilities. That would take weeks, months. Then we have months. I'm immortal now. Time is the one thing I have. 2 weeks after transformation, Maya started getting messages from other vampires in the network, welcoming her, congratulating her, inviting her to events. Nikolai. Welcome to the family, Maya. I look forward to meeting you. Adrian chose well, Nikolai. The brutal vampire. The one who specialized in resistant cases. The one who would have turned her violently if Adrian had failed. Maya stared at the message. Rage building. This vampire had been her alternative. Her nightmare scenario. Maya, thank you. I look forward to meeting you too. She didn't mean it, but she needed access. Information. Trust. Nikolai. Konstantin is hosting a gathering this Friday. All San Francisco vampires. You should attend. See your new family, your new world. A gathering. All 8 vampires in one place, including Konstantin, the creator. The target, Maya. I'll be there. Where? Nikolai. The app will send details. Dress well. Konstantin appreciates elegance. Have you ever walked voluntarily into the lion's den? When the only way to win is to pretend you've already lost? Maya showed Adrian the message. This is it, our chance, all of them in one place, including Konstantin. We can learn, plan, maybe even strike. That's too dangerous. You're a 2-week-old vampire. Constantine is 1,000 years old. Nikolai has killed dozens. The others are centuries old. You'll be the weakest one there. Exactly. I'll be underestimated, dismissed, ignored. That's my advantage. Your advantage is survival. Living long enough to find a real plan, a real weapon. Not throwing yourself at an ancient vampire and hoping for the best. I'm not hoping. I'm learning, observing, gathering intelligence. And when the time is right, I'll strike. But first I need to see him. Face to face. Understand what we're fighting. Adrian paced. Worried. Protective. If anything goes wrong. If he suspects. If you slip, then I die. I know. But I'm dead anyway, Adrian. We both are. Unless we stop him. So I'm going to that gathering. And you're coming with me. As my maker. My sponsor. My partner. You're insane, probably. But I'm also right. This is our best shot. Maybe our only shot. Adrian looked at her. This woman who'd been human 2 weeks ago. Who should be terrified? Overwhelmed? Broken? Instead, she was fearless, determined, dangerous. Okay, he said. We go. Together, but we're careful. We observe, we learn. We don't engage. Not yet. Agreed. They had 3 days to prepare. 3 days before Maya would meet the vampire who'd destroyed her life. Who'd built an empire on loneliness. Who'd turned isolation into a weapon. 3 days before she looked evil in the face and pretended to smile. Friday arrived too fast. The app sent details, location, time, dress code, Constantine's penthouse 9 p.m. Formal attire required. Welcome to the family. Maya wore black, elegant, expensive. Borrowed from Adrian's collection of clothes he kept for dates, for victims, for transformations. She looked at herself in the mirror. A vampire in vampire clothing. Monster in monster costume. Playing the part perfectly. You don't have to do this, Adrian said. We can leave. Right now. Run, hide, find another way. There is no other way. You know that. This is it. Face him or die running. Then stay close to me. Don't engage directly with Constantine. Don't say anything that could be seen as threatening or disloyal. Just observe. Survive. We can plan later. I know what I'm doing. Do you? Because I don't. I have no idea how this ends. Best case, we learn something useful. Worst case, we die tonight. Both of us. Then we die fighting. That's better than living as slaves. They left the penthouse. Took a car to Constantine's building, downtown San Francisco. Expensive. Modern. Gleaming. The top floor. Penthouse. Twice the size of Adrian's. Walls of windows overlooking the city. Luxury beyond imagination and vampires. 8 of them. All beautiful. All deadly. All staring at Maya as she entered. Welcome. A voice. Accented. Russian. The voice from the phone call. Maya Chen. Finally. I've been so eager to meet you in person. Constantine stepped forward. Tall. Elegant. Ageless. He looked 30 but felt ancient. Power radiated from him. Confidence, control, dominance. This was the vampire who'd built eternal match. Who'd turned loneliness into a weapon. Who'd destroyed her life, Maya smiled, extended her hand, played the part. Thank you for having me. I'm honored. Constantine took her hand, kissed it, old-fashioned, charming, terrifying. The honor is mine. You're quite remarkable. Adrian's first successful transformation. And from what I hear, you're adapting beautifully, thriving even. I had a good teacher. And good motivation. Adrian tells me you chose transformation voluntarily. To save him. How romantic. How tragic. How perfectly modern. Constantine's eyes gleamed. You're going to be a valuable addition to our family, Maya. I can feel it. You have potential. Anger, drive, all the qualities I admire. Thank you. Come, meet the others. Your new family. Your forever companions. He led her into the gathering. Introduced her to 7 other vampires. Nikolai, Irina, Dmitri, others. All of them centuries old. All of them killers. All of them smiling. Welcoming. Pretending to be family. And Maya smiled back. Shook hands. Made small talk. Pretended she belonged. While planning how to destroy them all. The gathering was sophisticated. Elegant. Civilized. Nothing like the vampire stories Maya had grown up with. No cobwebs. No gothic castles. No melodrama. Just wealthy, beautiful people in expensive clothes drinking wine and discussing art, tech, politics, the future. Except the wine was blood, And the future they discussed was humanity's extinction. The app has been more successful than I imagined, Constantine said. He stood at the center of the room, commanding, charismatic, terrifying. 47 transformations in 6 months. At this rate, we'll have 500 by next year. 5,000 in 5 years. Exponential growth, sustainable, controlled. The other vampires applauded, excited, proud. But we're not just building numbers, Constantine continued. We're building quality. The algorithm identifies the best candidates, the most isolated, the most desperate, the most invisible. People society has already forgotten. People who won't be missed. Maya's hands clenched. That was her. That was all of them. Forgotten. Invisible. Disposable. And now we're entering phase 2. Constantine gestured to a screen. The Eternal Match interface appeared, but different, enhanced. The social network. Connecting vampires. Building community. Creating loyalty. No longer will we be scattered. Isolated, territorial. We'll be unified, organized, powerful. What's the end game? Nikolai asked. 5,000 vampires is impressive, but there are 7 billion humans. We're still vastly outnumbered. The endgame isn't domination. It's integration, Constantine smiled. In 50 years, vampires will be woven into every level of society. Business, government, technology, media, all controlled through the app. All loyal to the network. Humans won't even know we exist. But we'll control everything. Have you ever watched evil explain itself? When the monster believes it's the hero. We're not conquerors, Constantine said. Oh, we're the next evolution. Humanity's natural successors. The app is just accelerating the inevitable. Natural selection. Survival of the fittest. We're simply better, stronger, more deserving. The vampires murmured agreement. Nodded. Believed. Maya felt sick. This wasn't just recruitment. It was ideology. Philosophy. Justification for genocide disguised as progress. She caught Adrian's eye. He looked pale, uncomfortable. He'd heard this speech before, hated it, but couldn't object, couldn't disagree, not without exposing himself. Them. But enough business, Constantine said. Tonight is celebration. Welcome, Maya, our newest sister. Adrian's triumph. A perfect transformation. Everyone turned to Maya, watching, evaluating, judging. Tell us, Maya, Constantine said. How does it feel? To shed your humanity? To become something greater? Maya chose her words carefully. It feels like waking up, like I was asleep my whole human life, dreaming. Now I'm finally awake, finally real, finally powerful. The lie tasted like ash, but it worked. The vampires smiled, approved, accepted her. Well said, Constantine moved closer. And what do you think of the app? The tool that found you? Changed you? Gave you this gift? It's brilliant, efficient, perfect. The algorithm knew exactly what I needed, who I needed. Adrian was my perfect match, my salvation. And you're grateful? For the transformation? For the eternal life? Yes. Another lie. Bigger, heavier. I'm grateful. Forever grateful. Constantine studied her, his ancient eyes searching for deception, for rebellion, for weakness. Maya held his gaze. Steady, confident, lying perfectly. Good, Constantine said finally. Because gratitude is important. Loyalty is everything. This family requires absolute dedication, absolute trust. Betrayal is not tolerated. Ever. A threat. Clear. Direct. Everyone in the room felt it. I understand, Maya said. I hope so. For your sake. And Adrian's. Constantine turned away, addressed the room. Now, who wants to see the next phase? Constantine led them to a private office. Wall of screens. Computer systems. Servers. The technical heart of Eternal Match. This is the algorithm, he said. My masterpiece. Artificial intelligence combined with vampire instinct. It learns, adapts, improves. Every match makes it smarter. Every transformation feeds it data. It's becoming more efficient, more accurate, more deadly. Maya stared at the screens. Code scrolling, data flowing. The app's backend, its brain, its vulnerability. Can it identify any lonely person? Irina asked. Or just specific types? It identifies optimal candidates. People with specific psychological markers. Isolation, low self-worth, digital dependency, poor support networks. The algorithm calculates a vulnerability score. Only scores above 80% are matched. We don't waste time on difficult targets. What happens to rejected profiles? Maya asked. People who score below 80%? They're stored, monitored. If their vulnerability increases, life change, trauma, loss, the algorithm alerts us. We wait for the perfect moment. Everyone becomes vulnerable eventually. Patience is key. Maya's stomach turned. The app was watching millions of people, waiting for weakness, for tragedy, for the moment to strike. How do you access the servers? Maya asked. Is it cloud-based? Distributed? Konstantin looked at her. Suspicious. Why do you ask? I'm a software developer. I'm curious. The system is impressive. I'd love to understand the architecture. Curiosity is dangerous, Maya, especially for new vampires. You should focus on adapting, on feeding, on surviving. Leave the technology to me. A warning, clear, direct, back off. Of course. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to overstep. No harm done. But remember, this system is mine. My creation. My property. No one touches it. No one accesses it. No one questions it. Clear? Clear. But Maya had seen enough. The screens, the setup, the security. She'd memorized layouts, configurations, weaknesses. She could break in, given time, tools, access. She just needed a plan. The gathering continued for hours. Vampires drinking, talking, planning, building their future. Maya played her part, smiled, agreed, pretended to belong. But she was memorizing everything. Faces, names, connections, hierarchies, weaknesses. Nikolai was brutal but arrogant, overconfident. Irina was smart but cautious. Risk-averse Dmitri was strong but loyal, blindly loyal. All of them had weaknesses, exploitable. If she was smart, careful, patient. Around midnight, Konstantin approached her again. Walk with me, Maya. Privately. Adrian tensed, but couldn't object. Maya was being summoned by the Creator, the Master, the King. She followed Konstantin to the balcony, overlooking San Francisco. City lights glittering below. Millions of humans, potential victims, future vampires. You're different, Konstantin said. I can sense it. You're not like the others. Not blindly grateful. Not naively loyal. You're thinking, calculating, planning. Maya's blood went cold. He knew. Somehow he knew. I don't know what you mean. Don't lie to me. I'm 1,000 years old. I can read people, human or vampire. You have anger, purpose, something driving you beyond survival. Konstantin turned to face her. That's good. I like that. Passive vampires are useless. But driven vampires, ambitious vampires, they're valuable. I want to contribute, to help. The network, the future. No, you want revenge. Against me. Against the app. Against the system that turned you. Konstantin smiled. I understand. I'd feel the same. You were forced, coerced, transformed against your true wishes. Of course you're angry. I'm not. Don't. Lying insults us both. You hate me. You want to destroy me. That's clear. The question is, will you act on it? Or will you accept reality and join us anyway? Have you ever been seen completely? When the mask is ripped away and you're exposed? Maya said nothing. What could she say? He was right. About everything. Here's what I know, Konstantin continued. You're smart, talented, dangerous. You'll either become my greatest asset or my greatest threat. I haven't decided which yet. What do you want from me? Honesty, commitment, a choice. Join us willingly. Embrace what you've become. Help build the future. Or fight me and die. Those are your options. No middle ground. No neutrality. Choose. And if I choose to fight, then you die tonight, along with Adrian and everyone you ever cared about. I'll find them, turn them, or kill them. Whatever causes you more pain. I'm thorough, cruel, and very, very patient. That's not a choice. That's a threat. All choices are threats, Maya. The question is, which threat you can live with or die for. Konstantin gestured to the city. Look at them. 7 million people in the Bay Area. All of them lonely, isolated, desperate for connection. They're already dead, already empty. We're just giving them purpose, community, power. We're saving them from meaningless human existence by turning them into monsters, by evolving them. Humanity is stagnant, dying. We're the next step, the upgrade. In 100 years, vampires will be the dominant species, and humans will be history. That's not evil. That's progress. That's genocide. That's evolution. And you can be part of it, or you can die opposing it. But you can't stop it. No one can. The app is global. The network is growing. By the time anyone realizes what's happening, it'll be too late. We'll be everywhere. Everyone. Unstoppable. Maya looked at the city, at the millions of people, potential victims, all of them using apps, searching for connection, making themselves vulnerable. Constantine was right about one thing. They were already dying, already isolated, already empty. The app was just weaponizing what modern life had already broken. I need time, Maya said, to think, to decide. You have 1 week. Then you commit fully, completely, or you die. No extensions, no negotiations. 1 week, and Adrian? He lives or dies with you. His fate is tied to yours. As it should be. He made you. He's responsible for you. If you betray us, he pays the price too. Maya nodded. Trapped? Completely? Impossibly trapped? Good. Now go. Enjoy the rest of the gathering. Meet your family. Learn from them. And decide if you want to live or die. Constantine walked away. Left Maya on the balcony, alone with the city. The choice. The impossible decision. Adrian found her an hour later, still on the balcony, staring at nothing. What did he say? The truth. That I'm angry, that I want revenge, that he's unstoppable, that I have 1 week to join him or die. And I don't know what to do. He's right, Adrian, about everything. The app is global. The network is growing. We're 2 vampires. He's a 1,000-year-old predator with unlimited resources. What can we possibly do? We survive. We find a way. We always find a way. Do we? Because I don't see one. I see 2 options. Surrender or die. Those are my choices. Those are always my choices. Adrian pulled her close. Then we find a 3rd choice. We always have. We will again. How? I don't know yet. But we have a week. That's enough. That has to be enough. They stood together. 2 vampires. 2 doomed people. 2 impossible situations. But not alone. Not anymore. Together. For 1 more week, until they ran out of time, until they ran out of choices, until they ran out of hope. 5 days. Maya had 5 days left before Constantine's deadline. 5 days to decide between surrender and death, between becoming a willing part of his empire or being destroyed along with everyone she cared about. She spent those days planning, researching, preparing. Adrian helped, but he was pessimistic, defeated. We're out of options, Maya. Even if we could hack the app, shut it down, destroy the servers, Constantine would just rebuild. He has centuries, unlimited resources, patience. We can't win. Then we don't win. We just hurt him, damage him, slow him down, give others time to notice, to respond, to fight back. What others? Vampire hunters don't know about the app. Regular people won't believe it. And other vampires either support Constantine or don't care. We're alone. Then we make them care. We expose him, publicly, undeniably. How? Maya opened her laptop, showed Adrian what she'd been working on. Constantine thinks the app is secure, unbreakable. But he hired human programmers. And humans make mistakes, leave backdoors, debug code, comments. I've been reverse engineering the app. Found weaknesses? You cracked it? Not fully, but enough. I can access the database, see the profiles, the matches. The vampire network, all of it. That's suicide. The moment you access it, Constantine will know. The system logs everything. I know. That's why I'm not accessing it to steal data. I'm accessing it to change data, to sabotage the algorithm. Adrian stared at her. What are you planning? The app matches vulnerable humans with vampires. What if I change the algorithm? Make it match vampires with vampire hunters? Make it expose the network to the people hunting it? That's insane, brilliant, suicidal, all of it. I know, but it's the only weapon we have. Information, exposure, truth. Constantine thrives in shadows, so I'm going to drag him into the light. Have you ever bet everything on one desperate move? When the odds are impossible but doing nothing guarantees loss. When? Adrian asked. Tonight, before the deadline, before Constantine expects it. I'll upload the modified algorithm. It'll take a few hours to propagate through the system. By tomorrow morning, vampire hunters will start getting matches with vampires, with locations, with evidence. The entire network will be exposed, and Constantine will know immediately. He'll come for us, kill us, probably, but at least we'll die fighting. At least we'll hurt him, slow him down, give humanity a chance. Or we could run, right now. Leave San Francisco. Disappear. Live quietly. Survive. For how long? Until the network finds us? Until we're too weak to resist? Until we become what he wants us to be? Maya closed her laptop. I didn't choose this life, Adrian. It was forced on me. By loneliness. By algorithms. By a vampire who weaponized modern life against me. But I can choose how it ends. And I choose to fight. Adrian looked at her. This woman he'd turned 3 weeks ago. Who should be weak? Adjusting. Broken. Instead, she was the strongest person he'd ever met. Human or vampire. Okay, he said. We fight. Together. Until the end. Until the end. That night, Maya uploaded her code. Modified algorithm, designed to match vampires with the people hunting them. With researchers, with investigators, with anyone searching for evidence of supernatural predators. The code was elegant, subtle, hidden in legitimate updates. It would take Constantine days to find it, maybe weeks, but by then the damage would be done. The network would be exposed, vulnerable, hunted. The upload completed at 3:33 a.m. Appropriate, the witching hour. The time between times. The moment when reality shifted, Maya's phone buzzed. Eternal match notification. System error algorithm. Malfunction detected. Unauthorized modification identified tracing source. He knows, Maya said. Already. He knows. We need to run. Now. They grabbed essentials. Cash, fake IDs. Supplies ran for the door. It burst open. Nikolai, Dmitri, Irina, 3 vampires. Blocking the exit. Constantine wants to see you, Nikolai said. His voice was cold, flat, emotionless. Both of you. Now. We're not going anywhere, Maya said. That wasn't a request. Nikolai moved. Fast. Grabbed Maya. His grip was iron, unbreakable. You sabotaged the app. You betrayed the family. You die tonight. But Constantine wants to watch. He always enjoys the executions personally. They were dragged to Constantine's penthouse, the same place Maya had met the network 5 days ago, where she'd pretended to belong, where she'd memorized everything. Now it was her execution chamber. All 8 vampires waited. Constantine stood at the center. His expression was cold, furious, controlled. Maya Chen, he said. You've disappointed me. I gave you a choice, a chance, an opportunity to join us, to thrive. Instead, you chose rebellion, sabotage, suicide. I chose humanity, Maya said. Something you forgot centuries ago. Humanity is weakness, mortality, insignificance. I offered you evolution, power, eternity, and you spat in my face. You offered me slavery, control, a collar disguised as a gift. I'd rather die free than live as your puppet. Constantine smiled, cold, cruel. Then you'll get your wish. But first you'll watch Adrian die, slowly, painfully, knowing you caused it, knowing your rebellion killed him. No, I killed myself. I made the choice, uploaded the code. He tried to stop me, blame me. Not him. I blame both of you. Adrian for his weakness. You for your arrogance. Both fatal flaws. Constantine nodded to Nikolai. Kill Adrian. Make it last. Nikolai grabbed Adrian, pulled him to the center of the room. Prepared to execute him. Maya screamed, fought, but Dmitri held her. Too strong, too old, impossible to break. Wait, a voice said. Everyone turned. A woman stood in the doorway. Young, Asian, professional, holding a phone, recording. Who are you? Constantine demanded. FBI. Cybercrimes Division. We've been monitoring Eternal Match for 3 months. Suspected human trafficking. Digital kidnapping. We have enough evidence now, thanks to Maya's upload. Every vampire in this network is identified. Located, exposed. That's impossible. Humans can't track us. You're right. Humans can't, but AI can. And we've been using the same technology you use. Machine learning, pattern recognition, data analysis. You taught us how to find you, and now we have. Have you ever watched a predator realize it's become prey? When the hunter becomes the hunted, killer, Constantine said. Kill all of them. Destroy the evidence. We disappear. Rebuild. But sirens filled the air. Dozens, police, FBI surrounding the building. It's over, the agent said. Surrender, or we burn this building down with all of you in it. Wooden stakes. Sunlight grenades. Fire accelerants. We came prepared. You're not the first vampire network we've destroyed. Constantine's expression shifted. Rage, disbelief, defeat. You knew, he said to Maya. You knew they were coming. This was a trap. No, I didn't know. But I hoped. I gambled that exposing you would bring help, that someone was already watching, waiting for proof. I gave them proof, evidence, everything they needed. I just had to survive long enough for them to arrive. You destroyed everything. Years of work, centuries of planning. My empire, my future, all gone. Good, you deserved it. For every person you turned, every life you destroyed, every victim you created, this is justice, finally. Konstantin lunged at Maya, trying to kill her before he died. One last act of violence, Adrian broke free from Nikolai, threw himself between Konstantin and Maya. The ancient vampire's claws tore through Adrian's chest. Through his heart, Adrian fell, gasping, dying, really dying. No! Maya screamed. The FBI agent fired. A stake gun. Modern, efficient, deadly. It hit Konstantin in the chest. Perfect shot. He exploded into ash. The 1,000-year-old vampire, gone. Destroyed. Ended. The other vampires tried to fight, to escape. But they were outnumbered, outgunned, outmaneuvered. One by one they fell, turned to ash, destroyed by the very world they'd tried to conquer. Maya held Adrian. He was fading, dying. The wound was too severe. Even vampire healing couldn't save him. You did it, he whispered. You stopped him. Saved everyone. Not everyone, not you. I didn't save you. Yes, you did. You gave me purpose, redemption. I spent 6 months as a monster. You made me human again. Thank you. Don't leave me, please. I can't do this alone. You're not alone. You never were. You're stronger than any of us. You'll survive. You'll thrive. You'll live the life I never could. Adrian's eyes closed. His breathing stopped, and he turned to ash. In Maya's arms, gone. Forever. She'd saved the world. Destroyed the network. Stopped Konstantin. Won the war. But she'd lost the only person who understood her. The only person who'd tried to save her. The only person who'd loved her despite everything. Victory felt like loss. Survival felt like death. Freedom felt like prison. Epilogues. 6 months later. Maya sat in an FBI conference room, San Francisco field office, meeting with the task force that had taken down Konstantin's network. We've identified 79 vampires globally, Agent Kim said. The woman who'd saved them, who'd arrived just in time. 47 from Konstantin's network, 32 from other operations we discovered while investigating. All of them connected to similar apps. All of them recruited in the past year. We've offered them a choice. Cooperate and live. Refuse and die. How many cooperated? Maya asked. 41. The others chose death, or tried to run and were eliminated. And the 41? In custody. Rehabilitation program. Learning to survive without killing. It's experimental. Controversial, but necessary. We can't just execute them all. Some were victims, turned against their will. Like you. I'm not like them. I chose revenge. Purpose. They chose surrender. Maybe. But you're all trying to survive an impossible situation. That's what matters. Agent Kim slid a folder across the table. We need your help. There are more apps, more networks. Konstantin wasn't alone. Other ancient vampires are using technology. We need someone who understands both worlds, human and vampire, tech and supernatural. Someone who can fight them. You want me to hunt vampires? We want you to stop them from creating more victims, more networks, more Konstantins. You have the skills, the knowledge, the motivation. You're perfect. Have you ever been offered purpose after losing everything? When the only way forward is through the fight? Maya looked at the folder. Profiles, apps, networks. Dozens of them. Growing, spreading, consuming. Konstantin was gone. But his idea lived. Other vampires were copying him. Using AI, using algorithms, using modern loneliness as a weapon. Someone had to stop them. Someone who understood. Who'd survived. Who knew what was at stake. Okay, Maya said. I'll do it. But on my terms, my methods, my rules. Agreed. And I need resources. Access. Authority. I can't fight vampires with bureaucracy and red tape. You'll have everything you need. Whatever it takes. Maya opened the folder. Studied the profiles, the apps, the networks. So much work. So much evil. So much to fight, but she wasn't alone anymore. She had purpose, mission, meaning. Adrian had died saving her, giving her a chance, a future, a reason she wouldn't waste it. She'd fight. For him. For the victims. For everyone targeted by predators hiding behind apps and algorithms. When do I start? Maya asked. Now, we have a case. New York City. Dating app called Forever Yours. 30 people missing in 3 months. All lonely. All isolated. All perfect targets. Same pattern as Eternal Match. Exactly. We think it's a copycat, or maybe one of Constantine's network who escaped. Either way, they need to be stopped. Maya closed the folder. Stood. Then let's stop them. 1 year later, Maya stood in Times Square, New York City, surrounded by millions of people, all of them staring at their phones, all of them searching for connection, all of them vulnerable. She destroyed 7 vampire networks in 1 year, 7 apps, 7 predators, hundreds of victims saved, dozens of vampires eliminated. But more kept appearing. The technology was out there. The idea was viral. Any ancient vampire could copy it, could weaponize loneliness, could build an empire on modern isolation. It was endless, exhausting, impossible. But Maya kept fighting, because Adrian had died giving her this chance, because she understood the victims, because she knew what it felt like to be targeted, used, transformed. Her phone buzzed. Not Eternal Match, that app was dead. Servers destroyed. Code erased. Constantine's empire turned to ash. But a new notification. From the FBI, new case, Seattle. App called Eternal Bond, familiar patterns, familiar dangers. Maya checked the details, smiled grimly. Headed for the airport, another city, another app, another vampire to destroy. This was her life now. Vampire turned vampire hunter, monster hunting monsters, using what Constantine had made her to destroy what he'd created. It wasn't the life she'd wanted. It wasn't even the life she'd chosen. Not really, but it was the life she had, and she'd live it fully, purposefully, meaningfully, for Adrian, for the victims, for herself. The fight never ended. The predators never stopped. The apps kept evolving, but so did Maya. Stronger, smarter, more dangerous. She was a vampire who hunted vampires, a monster who protected humans, a weapon forged from loneliness and aimed at evil. And she was just getting started. The end.